What is the true Hebrew origin of the word religion and church? Are these the correct terms to use when reading the scriptures, or are they substitute terms introduced through Greek theology? This video is just for reference purposes only. I highly encourage everyone to read the scriptures for much better understanding. The word religion and church are not Hebrew origin. They are later Greek and Latin concepts introduced into translations. The Hebrew scriptures reveal a different foundation. Religion is not a Hebrew concept. The modern word religion comes from Latin religare, means to bind. But in Hebrew scripture, there is no system of man-made belief called religion. The true Hebrew foundation is Torah or law, also known as instruction, guidance, direction. This is not a religion, but a way of life given by Yahuwah. Deuteronomy 4, verse 5-6. See, I have taught you laws and right rulings, as Yahuwah my Elohim commanded me, to do thus in the land which you go to possess. And you shall guard and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding before the eyes of the peoples who hear all these laws, and they shall say, only a wise and understanding people is this great nation. Psalms 119, verse 142. Your righteousness is righteousness forever, and your Torah is truth. What is the hidden truth behind this word? What the world calls religion is actually a substitute for obedience to Torah. Scripture never calls the people of Yahuwah a religion. They are a set-apart people walking in covenant. The word church is also not a Hebrew word origin translation. Church comes from Greek kuriakos, belonging to the Lord, and was later used for buildings and institutions. But the original scriptural word is, in Hebrew word kuhal means assembly, gathering, or ida in English means congregation or community. This is not a building. It is the people gathered in covenant. Deuteronomy 9, verse 10. Then Yahuwah gave me the 2 tablets of stone written with the finger of Elohim, and on them were all the words which Yahuwah had spoken to you on the mountain from the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly, or kuahal in Hebrew. Numbers 20, verse 4. Why have you brought up the assembly, kahal, of Yahuwah into this wilderness, that we and our livestock should die here? Psalms 22, verse 22. I make known your name to my brothers. In the midst of the assembly, kahal, I praise you. In the Messianic writings, or commonly called New Testament, the Greek word used is ekklesia. It means called out ones. This is a direct continuation of kahal, not a new church system. Acts 7, verse 38. This is he who was in the assembly, ekklesia, in the wilderness, with the messenger who spoke to him on Mount Sinai, and with our fathers, who received the living words to give to us. This proves the church did not begin later. It was always the assembly of Yahuwah from the wilderness. The deepest hidden truth was the shift from kuehal to ekklesia to church, and Torah, or law, to religion, was a transformation of meaning. From people to institution, from obedience to belief system, from covenant to organization. The true identity of Yahuwah's people are not a religion, not a building, not a denomination, but the Hebrew word am, pronounced means people, nation, or kin. It typically refers to a group of people united by kinship, community, or nationality, rather than a random crowd. It is often used in the context of a nation-state or the people of Elohim, for example, Am Yasharal, or the people of Israel. Kadosh means set apart or holy. It means something separated from what is common or impure and dedicated to Yahuwah. Exodus 19, verse 5-6. And now, if you diligently obey my voice and shall guard my covenant, then you shall be my treasured possession above all the peoples, for all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a reign of priests and a set apart, Mikra I Kodesh, nation. Those are the words which you are to speak to the children of Yasharal. What is the hidden truth about this? Religion is man-made. Church is a later term. The scriptural reality is, Torah plus covenant plus kuahal represents the people of Yahuwah. A living body, set apart, walking in obedience defines not attending an institution, but being the assembly. Now we go deeper, to the root level, where language, power, and scripture intersect. This is the transformation of the word kuahal to ekklesia to church. Kuhal means assembly of a people called by Yahuwah into covenant. Exodus 12, verse 6. And you shall keep it until the 14th day of the same new moon. Then all the assembly of the congregation of Yasharal shall slay it between the evenings. Kuahal is a covenant body defined by obedience to Torah. When it translates to Greek word, it becomes ekklesia. This means called out ones, a Greek translation of kahal in the Septuagint. Acts 7, verse 38. the assembly or ecclesia in the wilderness. This is not new, it is the same kahal in Greek form. But when it translates to English word into church or kuriakos, a Greek word, it means belonging to the Lord or of the Master. This is a later development. This word was never used by the original Hebrew prophets or emissaries. It historical shift into power and language after the time of the emissaries. Under the Roman system, especially during the reign of Constantine the Great. Thus was the following shift happened. Hebrew roots were removed. Greek terms were reinterpreted. Latin structure was imposed. Ecclesia became an institution into church. The assembly became a state-aligned system. Torah became religion, the subtle replacement. But Torah is a living instruction from Yahweh. Yahusha said in Matthew 5, verse 17, "Do not think that I came to destroy the Torah. I came not to destroy, but to complete." But later, Torah was replaced with doctrines. Obedience was replaced with belief only. Covenant was replaced with religion. Isaiah 29, verse 13, and Yahuwah says, "Because this people has drawn near with its mouth and with its lips they have esteemed me, and it has kept its heart far from me, and their fear of me has become a command of men that is taught." Avodah means service, work, or labor. It can also mean worship depending on context. Avodah deeper meaning in Scripture is not just a religious ritual. It includes serving Yahweh through obedience, daily work and responsibility. Temple service like priestly duties, sacrifices thus is the true worship. But in modern idea, worship is just singing or ritual. Exodus 3 verse 12, "And he said, Because I am with you, and this is to you the sign that I have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Mitzrayim, you are to serve Avodah Elohim on this mountain." Yahusha confirms this in John 4 verse 23, "But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and truth, for the Father also does seek such to worship him." Truth represents Torah. Psalm 119 verse 142, "Your righteousness is righteousness forever, and your Torah is truth." Worship equals obedience plus life walk. Why this hidden and system shift? The enemy did not remove Scripture. They redefined his words. The original means changed into this result. Kahal into church building or institution. Torah into religion belief system. Avodah into worship service or ritual event. Covenant into membership organization. This is a warning from Scripture. Jeremiah 23 verse 1. "Woe to the shepherds destroying and scattering the sheep of my pasture, declares Yahuwah." Ezekiel 34 verse 2-4. "Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Yasharal. Prophesy and say to them, Thus said the Master Yahuwah to the shepherds, Woe to the shepherds of Yasharal who have been feeding themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flock? You eat the fat and you put on the wool. You slaughter the fatlings. You do not feed the flock. You have not strengthened the weak, nor have you healed the sick, nor bound up the broken, nor brought back the straying, nor sought what was lost, but you have ruled them with might and harshness." False systems replaced true assembly with control structures. Restoration of true understanding. The call is not to join a religion, but to return. Jeremiah 6 verse 16. "Thus said Yahuwah, stand in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where the good way is, and walk in it, and find rest for yourselves. But they said, we do not walk in it." The true scriptural walk is not religion, but covenant. Not church, but kahal. Not ritual, but avodah. Not man's system, but Torah. Deuteronomy 30 verse 16. "In that I am commanding you today to love Yahweh your Elohim, to walk in his ways, and to guard his commands, and his laws, and his right rulings, and you shall live and increase, and Yahweh your Elohim shall bless you in the land which you go to possess." What can we obtain lesson learned about this topic? The scriptures do not present faith as a man-made religion or institution, but as a covenant walk with Yahweh through obedience to Torah. The true identity of his people is not defined by buildings or systems, but by being a set-apart assembly, Kahal, living in his instruction. Words like religion and church are later terms that can shift the original meaning away from the Hebrew foundation of covenant, obedience, and community. The deepest truth revealed is that the original scriptural foundation has always been about a people called out by Yahuwah to walk in his ways. From Kahal to Ecclesia, the meaning remained an assembly, but later developments introduced institutional and doctrinal systems that can distance people from the original intent. True worship, avodah, is not limited to ritual but is a daily life of obedience, truth, and covenant faithfulness. Return to the original paths by studying the scriptures with a heart-seeking truth, not tradition. Focus on Torah as instruction and guidance for life. Understand your identity as part of the set-apart people, of Yahuwah, not as a member of a man-made system. Practice true avodah by living in obedience, walking in truth, and gathering as a kuhal in unity and covenant. Always test words, terms, and doctrines against the scriptures to discern their true meaning. Thank you for watching and see you on my next video. May Yahuwah baruch us and guide us. Shalom and have a great Yom.